Trouble seems to be brewing inside of the offices of Google as a 10-page memo that has gone viral within the company has been obtained by Gizmodo, who published the whole paper in its entirety. Essentially, it was a software engineer that was arguing that women are underrepresented and underpaid in the tech field, not due to some kind of bias, but because of inherent psychological differences from men. And of course, this has caused a great deal of outrage, and we can probably see the guy who did this getting fired in the very near future. Now, the memo has been shared repeatedly on the internal network and Google+. Motherboard first reported that the memo existed, but it was Gizmodo who finally published the thing in its entirety. The memo was entitled Google's Ideological Echo Chamber. It's essentially the opinions of a male engineer who worked at Google. Essentially, he was complaining that you can't question why men make more than women. You're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to question it. You're not allowed to defend it. You're not allowed to investigate it. So therefore, it's an echo chamber, and he doesn't have freedom of speech because of that. And he went on to claim the reason why women don't have a 50-50 representation in the technical field is because of differences in the distribution of traits between men and women, and that discrimination to reach equal representation is unfair, divisive, and bad for business. Now, the traits in question include biological differences, and that he claims are universal across human cultures and are highly heritable. They say that women in general have a more openness directed towards feelings and aesthetics rather than ideas, a stronger interest in people rather than things relative to men. So they end up working for the front desk rather than coding, the author's memo argues. Now, obviously, this is complete and utter nonsense, and there's really nothing more than social conditioning to back this up. There is no inherent idea that men are better coders than women. There's no hard science to back that up. Now, of course, Google completely condemns this internal memo that's been put in, and they're going through an investigation to find the individual who did it, who will more than likely be fired as a result of this. Google has apologized to its employees and says that this does not reflect the values that Google as a corporate entity espouses, except when it comes to spying on people and selling their personal information, but that's a completely different story. But suffice to say, Google has denounced this as not something that represents their core values, and they will be investigating it promptly. Thank you for watching. If you like this program, then please head over to my Patreon page and set up a monthly donation. It's your donations that keep this program running. Also, if you would like, please rate, comment, subscribe, and share in various social media.